This conversation starts calm and then everything shifts. Let's break it down on Choir Media.
How are you doing?
I am well. How are you?
Good, guys. We're gonna need at least one, two, three, four. We're gonna need at least five more people to drop 99 cents in there. Yeah, I was clicking through YouTube and Solo was on. So, do you have unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating? Do you? Do you?
I
Do
used to.
you used to?
Yeah, like in my earlier 20s, I
Okay.
used to.
All right.
But now I just feel like I don't have the right strategy when it comes to dating.
Okay. Well, what do you want?
Well, I would like to be married. I would like to have children.
Okay. Do you? How old are you, by the way?
I'm 26.
26. What is your? You want to have children? How many children do you want to have?
No more than four.
Hmm. Well, at least you know no more than four. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
no more than four.
okay. Do you want to have to? Do you want to work or do you want to stay at home?
I don't mind working, but I would prefer not to work.
Okay. So what was your current what is your current strategy?
Well, I live in a retirement community, so I really don't have a strategy.
Say what
So,
now? You live in a retirement community?
yeah, I live in a retirement community.
What does that mean?
So basically, majority of the population are retired. Like, there's no one
Okay.
in my age
What city are you in?
demographic.
What city are you
I
in?
live in Victorville. That's
Victorville.
in California. It's not too far from. It's like 2 hours from LA.
Okay. So why is a 20 something living in a retirement community?
Well, I was born here, born and raised.
Okay, but they do have roads to go in and out, and I don't think they have protective fences or gates. You can exit the property. You can
Oh,
exit
of
the city.
course.
So why are you living in a retirement community at 26?
Well, I just finished college, not too far from Victorville, so
Okay.
now I'm just trying to merge back into.
But it doesn't explain why you're living in a retirement community.
I just haven't moved out yet.
Who do you live with?
I live at home with my family.
Your mother?
Yeah, my mom.
Where's your father?
My parents are divorced.
I said, where's your father?
Oh, he's not that far.
Huh?
He's in Victorville also. He's in Victorville also.
How many siblings do you have?
I just have two.
Uh, where do you fall in the birth order?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Where do you fall in the birth order?
I'm the oldest.
Okay, you're the oldest and you just finished college. What's your degree in?
I got it in sociology.
Okay, so you have a useless degree at 26 years old, living in a retirement community, and you want to be married with four kids.
No more than four, but ideally two.
Let me run that down again. A useless degree. How much student loan debt?
Just 10K.
Just 10K. Why did it take you? Why are you getting out of school at 26?
Well, I took a break because my grandmother got sick, so I had to take care of her. But,
What did you plan on doing with the sociology degree?
well, I'm actually a behavior therapist, so I work with autistic children.
What did you plan on doing with the sociology degree?
Oh, work with autistic children.
Okay. And you plan on doing that for the rest of your life?
No, not ideally.
Well, if you never got married, what would you do?
I would just work my way up to becoming a behavior analyst in the same industry.
All right, and how much would you make at the top end of your career?
I'd probably make like over 70,000, depending on what area I'm in.
Right. And how long would it take you to get to 70,000?
Maybe about a year and a half, 2 years.
$70,000 as a behavioral therapist in California though, but 2 years, 2 hours outside of LA, so 70,000 is still right around 50,000 dollars a year.
Yeah, for California, yeah.
Right. So if you had to just live for the rest of your life on your income and your career, you'd be living effectively paycheck to paycheck. Right?
Yes, but ideally, I want to move out of Victorville. So that's why I'm saying like my strategy is not the best. I can be honest about that. It's not the best.
Well, we need to frame it first because I don't see any sense of urgency. I mean, you're acting like I'm just being facetious, and due respect to your grandmother, um, you had two other siblings and a mother. Why did you have to do it?
I'm the oldest. That's just a cultural thing.
But that's your grandmother. Where's your mother?
My mother, she's not really in good health to take care of my grandmother. So
All right. Well, I'll just go down the path. All right. So, fine. 26, Victorville, late graduate, not a lot of high earning potential. There's no sense of urgency here. You're talking about a strategy.
I'm very urgent. That's why I called in. I
Well,
wanted to.
well, but the thing is, see, what if I didn't have this broadcast?
Well, I'm looking at other alternatives, but I wanted to call in to get a male perspective.
Well, let me give you a male perspective like this. See, far too many of you ladies don't move with a sense of urgency. I'm not hearing any urgency. When I asked you why are you still living there, you should have been on the first thing smoking out of that one horse town. There's nobody to marry in Victorville. You live in a retirement community. It doesn't take a brain scientist or a rocket surgeon to realize there are no men there. Right?
Oh, you're right. 100%.
So why are you there? Because it's comfortable.
Yeah, like to be honest, it is
Well,
comfortable,
then let's
but
stop the bullshit. It's not grandma. It's nothing else. You're fucking comfortable, which is another word for lazy.
well, I'm not that comfortable. I wouldn't say I'm not
Bullshit.
comfortable.
You are. You live there. You're 26, and
Momentarily.
there's nothing holding you there. You want a male perspective? This is it.
No, I appreciate your perspective. Like
There's
I don't want
nothing
it to be
holding you
sugarcoated.
there except laziness. You live at home. How much do you pay for rent?
Oh, I don't pay rent.
Fuck you mean you don't pay for rent at 26 years old? So you're lazy and you're shiftless.
I wouldn't say that, but
Well, I would tell you, if you were a man, we'd call you a loser. Straight up. If you're over 25 years old, living at home, not paying rent, you would be a loser. Full stop. With a sociology degree. There's no more to it. There's nothing else.
okay. Well, I appreciate your perspective.
But see, the thing is, I really don't think you do.
No, but I really
Because
do.
I mean, I do.
I do
I'm saying
respect your perspective.
because you're sitting here like with this stoic, like, well, that's just your point of view. Well, I appreciate your perspective. And the thing is, when I get off of here, I'm in New York City, enjoying my life around here. When you're done, you're still in Victorville, living in your mammy's house, not paying rent at 26. Who would want to date that? Who would want to date that? Who would want to date that? And then say, okay, I'm gonna go make 4 babies with you.
I don't know. I feel like once I move out of Victorville, it may be a different story. Just have to have the right strategy. That's all.
Right strategy. See, you keep going back to this strategy thing, man. It's not a strategy. It's called a sense of fucking urgency. How much money do you have saved up?
I have about $5,000.
5 grand, 26 years old, and no rent. Where you gonna move with $5,000, man? Where you gonna move?
I don't know.
You don't know. Nowhere is where you're gonna move. Nowhere. That's where you're gonna move. Nowhere. You don't pay rent. Have you ever paid rent?
Yes, I have.
Then, ma'am, you need to become an adult. You need to move out of Victorville, or even in Victorville, go get an apartment somewhere, and you need to get out. Start being a grown up. If you were a man, we would call you a loser. If you were a man living at home with a sociology degree at 26 years old with $5,000, we would call you a loser.
That's fair.
So, and there's no sense of urgency because you got $5,000. Why are you not working 2, 3 jobs and saving to get the hell out of Victor Frickinville?
Well, I'm saving up now.
You have no expenses. You're not paying rent.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saving up.
How long have you been saving this $5,000?
Within the last 3 months, I make pretty decent money, considering that I don't have to pay rent. So,
Well, um, one of the best things I think you parents could do is start putting these people out of your house, because they will sit
yeah, I
there.
agree 100% with that. I do.
But that's what I'm saying to your mother. No one should have to put your grown ass out. Damn shame. Ain't no damn strategy. Strategy. I need the right strategy. I need the right strategy. It's called uh put her ass out. I don't understand this shit. We need to do a broadcast on female losers, because there are a lot of you. There are a lot of women out here who are losing, and it's time to start calling it for what it is. I was talking about the men who are living at home and underperforming. A lot of you women out here are losers.
You've got a 26-year-old caller who says she used to have unrealistic expectations, but now she's just trying to figure out the right dating strategy. Sounds reasonable at first, until you hear her situation. She's 26, living at home, not paying rent, with about $5,000 saved, and the biggest issue? She's living in a retirement community, meaning there are basically no potential partners around her age. That's where Kevin shifts the whole conversation. He makes it clear, this isn't a strategy problem. It's a positioning problem. You can't say you want marriage and kids, but you're physically located in an environment where that outcome is almost impossible. That's not strategy. That's misalignment. Then it gets deeper. She admits she's staying because it's comfortable. No rent, low pressure, familiar environment. But Kevin calls that out directly. Comfort is actually holding her back, not helping her. And that's the real takeaway here. At 26, time is still on your side, but how you use it matters. No rent plus only $5,000 saved leads to not maximizing your situation. No exposure to dating opportunities leads to limiting outcomes. No urgency leads to no real movement. Kevin's core message is simple. If you want a different life, you have to put yourself in position for it. That means moving to a better environment, increasing income and independence, actually creating opportunities instead of waiting for them, because there's no perfect strategy that works if you're in the wrong place, doing the same things, staying comfortable,